What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and today we have a fantastic market watch. We're going to be answering what is going on with it today. So without further ado, let's dive in the video and talk about it. So guys, if you want to help support the channel with no extra cost, please use the affiliate link down below. It costs you nothing to support the channel, and it's just a great way of doing it while you're checking out cards that you are always ready going to be paying for. So without further ado, let's get into it. So taking a look at Digimon Alter B, this thing has jumped up from $14 to nearly $30 to buyout status in a heartbeat. Reasons for this is because we are going to get some sort of new support in EX9. So just expect Alter B to be kind of just expensive going forwards. Europe side holding strong in the 24 to 30 range as well, but they are seeing a climb as no one else can explain. But as you guys can tell, it's just going to be how it goes for a bit. Digimon at least cooling off from that $33. Hopefully you guys, you were selling when they were hyped. Now that has taken its time to cool off, there's just nothing holding this thing to be expensive. So just be ready on that. Now taking a look, 20 to 30 euros. Gatomon BT15s are at, $16, $17. Wow. Europe side looking like 22s to 26. I'm just gonna go on the assumption it's Mastemon hype mixed with, because I think yellow base is doing something, so that leads to this being expensive, and then a combination of a few other things. I mean, God, you gotta love the market sometimes, and I think Digimon plays Gato. It's just that good of a card. Medieval Gallant, though, taking a look, though, is at $80, starting to tick down a little bit, just a wee bit. Instead of $85, we're down to $80. We saving $5, boys and girls. Takes a bit, though. Europe side, 69, 70 euros. Omnimon X antibody release special boosters up to $71. God, crazy. I was glad that I paid like $24 for this thing when it was first released, being almost $72. If you guys have this, move it. Don't waste your time and energy on anything else. If you guys have been sitting on this for a bit, make some cash. Europe side, 27 to 30 euros. Mirais, God, this thing's expensive. And this is all just hype because there was a top 8 finish or something like that in China for their big event for 300 players or something, and Maste topped it into the top 8. That's going 5-1 record. That's not terrible. I mean, but Mirai being $105 is just insanity. $50-$60. God, this card is expensive for a deck that I don't know if it'll be long-term competitive, but new support is coming. Tyramon is at $12. Remember this thing being stupid? This thing was up to 23s. At least now we're half the price, which is good to see, but it's good to see some cool off that we needed to. Now Europe 7 to 10 euros. Now we do have Diabormon Ace, guys. I'm really warning you now, this thing's going to slowly disappear off the market. You only have a few left in the 27 category, and then boom, this thing's going to be expensive. Europe side, 20 to 25 euros. Digimon update packs up to $94 to 100s. I say just move this thing. You never know, especially if you don't have intentions on playing All Force in any capacity. There's no reason for you to be holding on to this. Europe side, 50 to 100 euros. Gallantmon BT21. Guys, this thing has been 17s for the longest time. We're now up to $40. People are hyping with Megidramon, and it makes sense because the deck is such a powerhouse this format. And I know this is basically one of the reasons. I'm glad I was able to pick up for the price of one right now. I was able to get my full play set, which is, I'm happy I jumped on that as soon as possible. 14 to 20 euros, and I really let players know, make sure you grab these. Pteramon alts. This will always get support for a good while as long as the manga keeps, well, the web comic keeps going. As long as this keeps going, expect this to always kind of just fluctuate in price. So yeah, instead of being 17, we're finally cooling off. We're starting to see 13s and stuff. So that means at least a $4 dip means we're in the right direction for the deck. Europe side, 7 to 9 euros. Analog, man, Dimensional Phase BT11. $1 rare up to 5s, guys. If you have this sitting in your bulk, move it. Your side looking like 4 to 6 euros. Lady Devi alts are up to $30 a pop. Yeah, this thing was 16 and it shot up over the weekend. Wow, 30 to 50, 31 to 50 euros. Tai Kamiya alts shot up as well. Wow. I wouldn't invest into this category though. Just, I'm being straight honest with you. We did get a new tie, so there's another alternate art that's at 15s. I want to be spending 35s right now. 14s to 20 euros. Schumann alts shot up to 18s, and people are going to keep snagging this up. So I'm going to be honest with you. If it reaches the 30 mark and people pay 30 for it, go for it. Flip it then. I have 2 waiting in the wind for that. I'm not moving them yet. Europe side looking like 8 to 10 euros, and especially because there is another wave of support that is coming for the deck in another side set or a main set, one of the two. And if it's getting back-to-back support, this is going to climb. Takuya and Koji up to $3 a pop, going to 5s pretty quickly. So be ready for this thing to be expensive. You know, 20 cents, 50 cents, 1 euro. Digimon release, pre-release stamped from BT11. No surprise, this thing's gone up a little bit, and people have snagged quite a bit. You know, this is not even joking. This is $8 to 10s. You know, you got 70 cents, 1 euro though. You guys have a good Kurasurimon. Make sure you get your copies. This is $1.70 to $1.80. Looking like 1 to 4 euros to 2 euros. Fluffymon foils are at 19 and climbing. 9 to 15 euros. Greymon alts are at $5.50. Yep. Anyone who wants to explain this, that's climbing pretty quickly up to 18. Is there a Greymon deck that I don't know of that is starting to play this stuff? Because last time I checked, there hasn't been anything competitively, you know, Greymon with Tai Kamiya shenanigans yet. I don't know. You know, 9 to 10 to 14 euros. It could be for Gaiomon support just because it is getting a new wave, but I don't know. Zeniths are at $20 and climbing for just the release stamps. 3 to 4 euros for the BT18 version. Miraculous Mega Knights, no surprise here that this thing jumped up. For the pre-release stamps, this card is going to be such a pivotal point for, you know, the future SOC deck. No, not SOC. CS deck, which is Cyber Sleuth deck that is going to be focusing on the Omni build. That, no surprise here that this card is next one to climb. 2 to 3 euros for max rarity, which is good on JP. VMon base rarity BT11s are, what did it sell? $30 a pop. If you have them at 25 and you load them up, someone's going to snag them. Europe side, 2 to 4 euros. Wow, congrats, dude. Agumon X antibody alts are at $18. Yeah, I'm surprised this didn't climb. Europe side, 19 to 20 euros. Navimon World Convergence release events. They're finally cooling off from that 12s. They're down to 8s, which is good to see. Maybe they might come down a little more and more. We'll have to give it time. Europe side, 2 to 4 euros. Guillemon release stamp is at 19s and climbing. Oh my god, there's not much into that $20 range until it becomes a 30. Someone's on drugs. Let's be honest, there's no way this isn't someone high off the rocker. Europe side, 6 to 8 to 10 euros. X antibody X record BT09 looking at a $5 uncommon. If this is sitting in your bulk and you have no use for it, move it. Your side 4 to 6 euros. Gigadramon foils up to 13s at 8 listings. There's not many on the low end. It goes to 15 to 18 to 40s pretty quickly. Europe side 6 to 8 euros. Shoutmon times 4 ultimate cups are at $80, 90, 120. What a name god are you guys doing? No, bad market. We're not paying $80 for this card. 24 is the max. Europe side 17 to 20 euros. Bertramon, you know, the stamp card is sitting at 10s and climbing. Wow. Europe side 2 to 5 euros. Shadramon special event pack 2025s down to 40s to under 50s. So that's pretty good to the 47 mark. We'll have to see long-term wise. 17 to 22 euros. Growlmon X antibodies are at 35 and climbing, dipping down a little bit, but on buyout. Europe side 12 to 26 euros. Then you have Bakumon Judge Pack is $7. Make sure you get your copies just in case, because Violet and Boots is getting more support. 2 to 5 euros. But all in all, guys, that is the market. Hopefully, guys, enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.